Welcome to a sanctuary of quiet beauty, where time seems to slow to the rhythm of swaying branches and the gentle pour of tea. Today we wander through an intimate English cottage garden, a place crafted for reflection and the simple joy of a good book. Let the scent of blooming roses and the warmth of a golden glow lead you through these hidden corners, as we find peace in the art of stillness. Pausing at a distance, I catch a glimpse of the distant garden obelisk standing tall amidst the waking blooms. The structures are silhouetted against a cool, pale blue sky, still draped in the delicate remnants of the night's mist. Everything feels untouched and silent, a world waiting for the first breath of the day. The garden is a tapestry of muted greens and silvered leaves, stretching out in a wide, welcoming embrace. It is a moment of pure, cinematic stillness before the sun begins its ascent. Kneeling on the cool stone, I reach out to trace the intricate patterns of the braided willow border. The low weaving is damp with the morning's breath, feeling firm and smooth beneath my fingertips. Here, near the earth, the scent of wet soil and fresh grass is most intoxicating. Small, pale flowers peek through the gaps in the wicker, shivering slightly in the early breeze. I stay here for a moment, simply observing the tiny world that thrives so close to the ground. Wandering slowly, I drift toward the limestone patio corner where the stones feel clean and bright under the expanding light. The air is crisp, carrying the faint, sweet promise of the flowers that are just beginning to open. My footsteps are light on the pale surface, echoing softly against the cottage walls. There is a sense of order and care in every transition, a harmony between the stone and the rising green. It feels as though the garden is breathing with me, steady and calm. Leaning toward the texture, I find my gaze resting upon a woven herb basket sitting patiently on a small ledge. The tight weave of the willow is a masterpiece of artisan hands, catching the cool light in its deep grooves. Within its shallow curve, a few sprigs of mint and rosemary sit, their fragrance sharp and revitalizing in the morning air. I can see the individual fibers of the wood, weathered yet strong. It is a small testament to the day's quiet chores yet to come. Stepping further in, I pause at the edge of the lawn to look across at the high-back willow sofa. From this distance, it looks like a natural throne nestled deep within a sea of vibrant midday greenery. The sun is now high, casting short, sharp shadows that define every leaf and petal with clinical clarity. The garden feels alive and full, a lush theater of growth basking in the neutral light. I feel small yet perfectly placed within this wide sun-drenched sanctuary. Turning toward the edge of the garden, I crouch down to inspect the base of the gilded lantern post. The metal is warm to the touch, and the surrounding wildflowers dance against its sturdy frame. Down here, the world is a kaleidoscope of bright colors and the frantic, happy movement of life in the sun. The grass is a brilliant, saturated emerald, trimmed neatly against the base of the post. I find a quiet joy in seeing how the sunlight plays upon the polished surfaces so close to the earth. Drifting past the vibrant blooms, I step toward the willow archway that frames the path ahead. The sun shines directly through the gaps in the weave, creating a playful pattern of light and shadow on the ground. I brush my fingertips against the timber as I walk, feeling the strength of the living wood. The air is warm and still, filled with the hum of the garden at its peak. Each step feels purposeful, guided by the natural architecture of this hidden world. My gaze rests upon the brass plant Mr. resting on a small sunlit table. I lean slightly toward its polished surface, seeing my own reflection distorted in the bright, golden metal. Tiny droplets of water still cling to its nozzle, sparkling like diamonds under the midday sun. It sits there, a silent companion to the thirsty ferns that thrive in the shadows nearby. The weight of the brass and the coolness of the water inside feel like a refreshing anchor in the heat. Stepping further in, I catch a glimpse of the shadow-drenched willow tree through a gap in the taller hedges. The afternoon sun has begun its descent, causing long, elegant shadows to stretch across the manicured lawn. From here, the garden looks like a painting of gold and deep velvet green, peaceful and profoundly still. The light is turning a warm, creamy white, softening the edges of the distant stone walls. It is a time for quiet observation from the periphery of this green hall. I kneel on the warm stone path to the nook, feeling the heat of the afternoon sun stored within the masonry. The stones are smooth and weathered, fitting together like a giant, ancient puzzle under my hands. Small tufts of moss grow in the crevices, vibrant and soft against the gray-orange glow of the rock. I stay low to the ground, watching the long shadows of the flowers dance across the path. The earth feels solid and comforting, a foundation for all this fleeting beauty. Walking slowly, I wander past the scented rose trellis, where the perfume is heavy and sweet in the afternoon heat. The roses are in full, glorious bloom, their petals glowing like silk in the warm white light. I reach out as I pass, letting the soft blooms brush against my palm. The trellis provides a gentle dappled shade, a brief respite from the golden glow that now covers the garden. Each step forward feels like walking through a cloud of floral memories. toward the texture of the cottage reading ledge, where the stone is dappled with the shadows of nearby leaves. My gaze rests upon the fine grains of the rock, worn smooth by years of supporting books and quiet thoughts. The light here is gentle, filtered through the overhanging eaves of the cottage. I can see the intricate lichen patterns that have claimed the stone as their own. It is a place designed for the eyes to rest and the mind to wander. Turning toward the center of the garden, I admire the space under the willow canopy from across the lawn. The golden hour has arrived, turning the entire garden into a sea of deep amber and molten bronze. The weeping branches of the willow hang like golden curtains, swaying ever so slightly in the evening breeze. Everything is backlit by the setting sun, creating long, dramatic silhouettes that dance across the grass. It is a majestic, wide view of a world transitioning into a dream. I kneel on the grass near the low willow hedge, watching the amber light pierce through the woven branches. The hedge acts as a glowing barrier, separating the inner sanctuary from the wilder edges of the garden. Down here, the light is intense and warm, catching the fine hairs on the leaves and the dust motes in the air. The ground is a carpet of long, dark shadows and golden highlights. I feel tucked away, hidden in a world of orange and gold. Strolling past the boundary iron fence, I watch as the setting sun turns the metal into lines of liquid fire. The fence stands as a silent guardian, marking the edge of my peaceful world against the vast, darkening sky. I walk slowly, trailing my fingers along the cool iron, feeling the rhythmic pattern of its design. The garden feels more intimate now, drawing inward as the light fades. There is a profound sense of security in these well-defined borders. My gaze rests upon the embroidered linen throw draped over the arm of a nearby chair. Leaning toward the fabric, I can see the fine hand-stitched flowers that mirror the blooms in the garden. The amber light catches the texture of the linen, highlighting every thread and fold. It looks soft and inviting, a promise of warmth as the air begins to cool. I touch the edge of the fabric, feeling the weight of the quality craftsmanship in this small, cozy detail. Stepping further in, I catch a glimpse of the twilight willow arbor standing against the indigo sky. The lanterns have begun to flicker to life, casting a warm, amber glow from within the shadows. From this distance, the structure looks like a portal to a more magical realm, framed by the dark, reaching branches of the trees. The world is becoming a study in blue and gold, silent and deeply mysterious. I pause at the edge of the clearing, simply taking in the vast, peaceful scale of the evening. I kneel on the cool ground to touch the polished pebble border that lines the path. The stones are smooth and cold now, reflecting the amber light of the nearby lanterns in their dark surfaces. They feel like a collection of river treasures, neatly arranged to guide the way through the darkness. The scent of damp night air is rising, mixing with the lingering perfume of the day's roses. I enjoy the contrast between the cold stones and the warm, glowing light above. Wandering slowly, I brush my fingertips against the timber veranda as I walk toward the cottage door. The wood is cool and smooth, holding the memories of the day's heat deep within its grain. The amber lanterns cast long, flickering shadows that play across the floorboards with every step I take. The night is quiet, save for the soft rustle of the willow branches nearby. I feel a deep sense of homecoming as I move closer to the heart of the garden. Leaning toward the texture, I find my gaze resting upon the steaming porcelain pot sitting on a small wooden table. A thin ribbon of steam rises into the night air, illuminated by the soft amber glow of a lantern. The white ceramic is pristine and smooth, reflecting the warm light with a gentle pearly sheen. I can almost feel the warmth radiating from the pot, a comforting signal of rest and relaxation. Everything about it suggests a slow, deliberate end to a beautiful journey. Turning toward the edge of the patio, I look across at the willow screen wall that provides a sense of total seclusion. In the deep indigo of the night, the screen looks like a solid wall of texture, shielding this sanctuary from the outside world. The amber lights from the house spill out, catching the upper edges of the weave. From here, the garden feels like a private room under the stars, intimate and safe. I am content to simply stand at a distance and admire this boundary of peace. I crouch down to adjust the circular woven footstool, feeling the sturdy textured willow beneath my hands. It is perfectly placed for a night of stargazing or reading, a humble yet essential part of this cozy nook. The shadows under the stool are deep and dark, while its top surface catches the flickering light of the lanterns. Touching the weave, I appreciate the craftsmanship that makes this garden feel so lived in and loved. It is a small piece of comfort waiting to be used. Drifting past the flowers, I step toward the woven gate latch, feeling the cool metal and wood under my hand. The gate sits silently in the night, a beautiful threshold between the garden and the world beyond. I move the latch slowly, enjoying the solid, mechanical click that echoes in the quiet air. The scent of night-blooming jasmine is heavy here, a sweet greeting at the garden's edge. I stand for a moment, suspended between the journey I've taken and the rest that follows. My gaze rests upon the reading glasses tray sitting beside an open book. Leaning toward the scene, I see the light of the lanterns dancing in the lenses of the glasses, turning them into two small pools of amber glow. The tray is made of dark, polished wood, holding its treasures with a quiet, elegant grace. Beside it, the pages of the book are slightly curled, as if waiting for the next chapter to begin. It is a scene of perfect intellectual peace in the heart of the night. Swaying gently as I settle into the willow weave armchair, I look out over the entirety of this peaceful garden one last time. The indigo sky is vast above, and the amber lanterns flicker like earthbound stars amongst the shadows of the willow trees. The tea in my cup is warm, and the book in my lap is a familiar friend, grounding me in this moment of absolute solitude. This chair, with its soft creaks and rhythmic sway, is the heart of my sanctuary, a place where the world's noise finally fades away. Here, under the watchful gaze of the moon and the scent of the night air, you are invited to close your eyes and rest in this garden forever.